You can't possibly achieve any bodybuilding goal if your digestive system is not working well. Nutrition is an important key to our health. Nutrition is 80% of bodybuilding. We have heard these statements throughout the years, and now more than ever, people are paying more attention to what they eat. But what if I told you that what you put in your body is not enough? I am here to tell you that it isn't. What is even more important, crucial in fact, is what your body assimilates. And in this video, we are going to be discussing the importance of digestion in muscle hypertrophy, recovery, and its importance to your overall health, as well as how to enhance your digestive powers with powerful supplements such as Ox-Bile to ensure that you assimilate the nutrition that your body so badly craves. My many clients have benefited greatly from this information I'm about to share with you today, and I am sure you will too. Enjoy. We all know that it is important to follow a diet that will help you achieve your goals. We see these videos on social media all the time, guides on what to eat, what supplements to take, videos on what not to eat and supplements to avoid, videos on how to calculate your macros for muscle gain and fat loss, people posting what they eat, which helps us choose our foods carefully to optimize our health and reach our goals. There are apps galore that help us calculate how much protein, carbs, and fats we need. And sure, all this new technology helps us out with our nutritional goals. But at the end of the day, this is not the be-all and end-all of nutrition. As great as our diet may be, and even if you buy the best supplements in the world, if we cannot digest the food that we eat or the supplements that we eat, then your body will not be able to assimilate the nutrition you are feeding it, and you may not be achieving the results you are after. That's right, you could be forking out hundreds of dollars on supplements a month, on food, on everything, but if your digestive system is crap, all that money is literally just going down the toilet. The digestive system is a complex system and one of the most ancient organ systems of our bodies. It contains organs whose mechanical actions and chemical secretions help with the breakdown of proteins, carbs, and fats that we eat. Many people eat a great diet, but have no idea how well their digestive system is working. If you follow a good diet, then you want your digestive system to work optimally. You want to assimilate that nutrition. The breakdown of food begins in your mouth with the mechanical action of the teeth and tongue, and the chemical breakdown of carbs via the enzyme called amylase that is contained in your salivary secretions. And this breakdown of food continues when your food goes from your mouth and then goes through your esophagus and then reaches your stomach. Here, the pulsating and grinding action of the stomach mechanically breaks down food from a paste to a liquid, and the main secretions such as HCl and pepsinogen allow the breakdown of proteins into peptides. Once your food then reaches the intestines, this digested liquid from the stomach mixes with bile and pancreatic juices to complete the breakdown of proteins into amino acids, carbohydrates into simple sugars, and fats into fatty acids. I'm absolutely sure that most people don't think of all these factors that are important in digestion when it comes to nutrition. Now, the reason I am bringing all of this up is that many athletes, although following a wonderful nutritional program, have a disastrous digestive process, and most people do not know what to do about it. Many clients that wish to start working with me complain about gastrointestinal issues such as bloatedness, allergies to foods, irritable bowel syndrome, reflux, or even more serious symptoms like diarrhea and vomiting or even hemorrhoids, and they worry about developing a 50-inch chest or 20-inch arms, which makes me laugh. It really does. You can't possibly achieve any bodybuilding goal if your digestive system is not working well. It is important to address the health of your organs first. Then you can worry about getting 20-inch arms. I remember this one competitive bodybuilder that used to train in the same commercial gym that I did a while ago. And I am telling you, whenever he went to the toilet, the men's change room would stink. And I mean, it would stink for hours. This guy was huge. He was enormous, likely on gear. And I just thought to myself, man, this guy must be like spending hundreds on food, on supplements, and on gear. But inside, his body is just a disaster. It is rotting, literally, because, you could just smell it. Because his body is just rotting, especially his digestive system. Or at least the food inside his digestive system is rotting. I mean, this guy had a massive GH gut, really bloated. And you can tell there was something wrong there. I mean, the guy literally smelt putrid, like he was rotting away. And when this happens, like when you see all these symptoms, there are surely issues with the gastrointestinal system, and these must be addressed. Now, I'm not saying that this is happening with you, but when GI issues come up, it is a sure sign that there is something wrong with the function of the organs associated with the digestive system. And I don't want to bore you with an in-depth lecture on biology, but I hope you get the picture. In fact, let's start with a picture of the digestive system. We can see the mouth, the esophagus, the stomach, the intestines, liver, and pancreas. Oh, and let's not forget the all-important gallbladder, which most people don't remember about the digestive system. And it's actually a very important part of the digestive system, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. An issue with your gut health is usually because any or some of these organs are not working properly. So the question is, what can you do about it? Well, going to the doctor and providing fecal samples would be my recommendation. I worked in a clinical setting in the hospital, in the local hospital, for the last 5 years. And as a medical professional, I can tell you that providing a fecal sample will provide doctors with an inside look as to how well your digestive system is working and what could be wrong. From my many years of medical experience, I can tell you that there are certain things that you can do to help your digestive system to do its job. And this can help alleviate, or even in some cases, completely get rid of the symptoms you might be feeling. Please be aware that these recommendations that I am making will in no way replace the professional advice you will get personally by visiting your GP, and these recommendations are purely for educational purposes. If you do have any gastrointestinal issues, I recommend that you go see your doctor. Depending on your individual situation, taking digestive aids such as apple cider vinegar, or in some more extreme cases, HCl pills, can also help. Eating papaya and pineapple is very helpful and aids in the digestion of proteins due to these fruits containing papain and bromelain. These have helped my clients the most and are excellent for most benign symptoms like IBS, bloatedness, and indigestion. And these were actually recommended by old school bodybuilders such as Rachel McLeish, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and of course Vince Gironda. Acids and enzymes can be very helpful in the digestion of proteins, and there are many suggestions I could make. But if you have any specific questions regarding correct supplementation for specific medical diagnoses you may have, I encourage you to get in touch with me. My contact details are given at the description below. Other than acids and protein enzymes, Ox-Bile is another supplement, rather a forgotten supplement that can help. And I want to really talk about Ox-Bile today in a lot more detail, because Ox-Bile is specifically helpful with the breakdown of fats. This is especially useful for people that have had their gallbladder removed. And this particularly is the case, for example, for women in their middle years, especially mothers. The reason why? Well, increased hormones during pregnancy can cause high cholesterol levels and delayed gallbladder emptying, which can lead to the formation of gallstones. If you didn't know, the liver creates bile for the breakdown and the metabolism of fat, and it is stored in the gallbladder. If you have difficulty in digesting foods that are high in fats, then Ox-Bile is probably a supplement you want to try. Ox-Bile has been used in Chinese medicine for thousands of years, and medical reviews on the use of this supplement have shown that it has a positive effect on the function of the gastrointestinal tract, as well as the function of the liver, as well as in the regulation of fat and cholesterol in your body, and their uses as energy sources. In the West, Ox-Bile is recognized as a therapeutic nutraceutical that is actually used to treat several diseases, including bile synthesis and liver disorders, gallstones, fatty liver disease. And if you are looking at purchasing a high-quality Ox-Bile supplement, NutriEst from Europe provides the highest quality Ox-Bile, as it is sourced from grass-fed organic beef, free from chemicals, pesticides, and hormones. You can use my code GOLDEN15 at checkout to save 15%. As a final note, bile acids may also be important in the regulation of mammalian hormones such as testosterone. So it appears that bile has further implications to our health, specifically the endocrine system. And if you think about it, it kind of makes sense. Ox-Bile helps regulate cholesterol levels in our body, and cholesterol being the building blocks of hormones and steroids in our bodies, such as testosterone, then lends to this theory. Now, you might also be asking, did bodybuilders, especially old school bodybuilders, ever use Ox-Bile? Absolutely, yes. But it wasn't for testosterone enhancing reasons. Let's get real here. Vince Gironda, the Iron Guru, nutritionist to Hollywood stars and the best of bodybuilding stars from the golden era, was one of the several bodybuilders that recommended its use in the golden era to enhance digestion and assimilation of food. He mainly used it along with other digestive aids to help his clients assimilate their nutrition better, which helped increase recovery from workouts and enhanced muscle hypertrophy. In particular, Vince Gironda included Ox-Bile and digestive aids in many of his high-protein, high-fat diets. Makes sense. So I hope you have enjoyed this video on the importance of digestion. I have given several recommendations on how to improve the assimilation of your nutrition, and specifically highlighted lesser known digestive aids such as Ox-Bile, which helps regulate gastrointestinal and liver health, as well as the endocrine system, both of which are crucially important in keeping an anabolic environment for maximizing muscle hypertrophy. Something I didn't talk about in this video is the lipotropic effect of Ox-Bile. And what I mean by that is the fat loss effect that it can have, as in Ox-Bile, which is excellent for those that want to lose fat. The lipotropic effect of Ox-Bile has been demonstrated scientifically, so if you want me to talk about this in a future video, please let me know. If you have enjoyed the video, then please give the video a like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. That's it from me. This is the Golden Era Bookworm saying bye for now. Head to www.goldenerabookworm.com for the biggest range of classic old school bodybuilding books as ebooks, e-magazines such as Iron Man and Reg Park Journal, high quality bodybuilding posters of the Golden Era stars, merchandise, and classic gymwear featuring Steve Reeves, Marvin Eder, John Grimmick, Reg Park, and many other Golden Era stars. For those wishing to build a classic physique, lose fat, and build muscle, online training is also available. Collectibles such as rare autographed photos from the Golden Era stars are also available, and to collaborate, please get in touch. Now, if you're interested in learning more about Vince Gironda's approach to bodybuilding, his principles, and all these tips of wisdom that he has, I mean, there's so much stuff that probably hasn't been proven by science, and it will take science to prove or disprove Vince. But to be honest, these 3 books, I believe, which I call the Classic Physique Bundle, are the best books that Vince ever came out with. And they, of course, are the Wild Physique, the Master Series, and the Pro Series. Have a look at it this way. The Wild Physique, I believe, is like the ABCs of Vince Gironda's principles to bodybuilding. He teaches you the exercises and his principles, but how do you put them together? Well, the Master Series is a 14-month program of using all of these principles, all of the diets that Vince came out with, all of the exercises, and of course the Pro Series was a book that he came out with later on, specially targeted for getting into competition. It's just these 3 books, as I call it, the classic physique bundle, are Vince's best work, and available, of course, at www.goldenerabookworm.com.